we're going to talk about energy and a little bit about the empathic energy and how it moves through you. I was connected to spirit or source, so I understand how to read the energy. Um, so you know how you pray. Pray is
Mhm.
like something in the future. You're wishing or hoping. So when you connect to source, you are connected in the now. Okay. So
The
when you connect
present.
in the now, it is a knowing. So when you connect to the knowing and you connect to the now, there is no guessing or waiting or hoping. You're becoming. Okay. So if you can meditate in nature because nature is the closest thing to neutral. It's like if you think of the scale of like acidity, you want to be in the neutral position, right?
Mm.
So if you can sit in ground in nature, then you can feel the energy of the earth. So that's kind of the closest thing I can explain to you to just start there. But then you need to practice it. It's like working out, it's like a muscle. So you need to keep doing it. And then when you're in a concrete jungle, like a city around people, you know where to go inside. So you know how to mute yourself, how to ground, how to root like your chakras or your energy into the earth. And then you need to listen. So I can send you a meditation that BC sent me that's really good. I did it before the call. I did it yesterday. I did it, and
Please
it's about,
do.
I never did breath work until 3 weeks ago. So since I've been doing the breath work, do you know what spinal activation is?
I'm not sure I experienced it, but I've read about it. Yeah.
So like a kundalini activation, or you have chakras, energy centers, like meridian or
Okay,
points in
straight
your
up.
body.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where you connect, right? So if you understand your body, I took a level one Reiki, so that kind of taught me a little bit about the root energy, and how to use each of them. So because I never did anything before like this, 3 weeks ago is the first time I opened up my throat chakra. Now, I was verbally abused my whole life, so my throat chakra has been closed up until 3 weeks ago. And I literally have a sore throat, and I've been like having halls because I think I'm getting sick, but I'm not. It's my throat chakra
Wow.
opening up. So, and I've never done this before either, but I've been using like a crystal to heal my body. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying
It's
stuff.
just intuitive.
Intuitive. Yeah, but you listen. So when you connect to that energy, you know how people can channel?
Yeah.
I never channel before, but I hear messages. I listen to my intuition. So like me, if you're driving down the highway and you get a feeling, don't go this way today. That's
Yeah.
that is it. You got to listen to that. You got to pull that in and take it on as your own energy, right? So I call it divine or source. I don't know anything about the Bible, or so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not my language, right? So, but like you already have the movement part, you just need to get the quiet mind and the meditation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like for me, my hiding is in a box. I sit at a computer and I don't express myself physically. So I need, like when I was younger, I was gymnastics, I was competitive trampoline, bodybuilding. What else? I did a bunch of things that were physical. The minute I
Wow.
shrunk, I stopped all physical and I just hid in like places. So now I have to get out and do like running or walking or something that's like dance, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to dance on the internet yet, like everybody else is doing.
Take your time.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it's,
Of
yeah,
course.
you got to do it at your own pace. So
So do you in your experience, okay, there is the soul, then there's the body, and soul is expressed physically because you still need to take that
yeah,
aligned action.
yeah.
So you, by shrinking yourself physically, soul was by default kind of um, cut off, let's say, or
So the way I can explain it is when I was little, like 18, 19, 20, I got a lot of attention and I think it was because of my energy. So people would read on my energy and that attracts a lot of negativity. Like I'm saying, like bad souls, like a very toxic connection with like catcalling, for example. I'm 15, 16,
Mm,
18, 19, and I was constantly catcalled, and I would dress like this, like covered, and I didn't know how that make that go away. So I would gain weight, and then I gain weight and I would hide. So then that way, like the
mm,
minute I lose the weight and show my personality, because I'm a fire sign, I have a lot of attention, and I didn't know as a child how to interact with that. As an adult
right.
who has been through the fire and been through 50 million dark nights of the soul and tower moments, I know how to, like, I'll be like, what's the fighting you do?
Muay Thai.
So I'm going to do that in public with energy. Do you understand? Because
Yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
I don't have, I see what the energy means and what it's for. Like I know if you walk in the room, if you are a bad person, if you have ill intention, I can read everybody like a book, and the more I open up to source, the more I become a conduit for positive
Wow.
energy, right?
Yeah. Can you feel my energy now?
Yeah, you are very leaned into the phone, and you keep getting full body chills.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm telling you, I feel your full body chills and your excitement.
Wow.
This happened to me on a call
It's
the other day too. Because I connect to source, we're not disconnected. Do you understand?
yeah, yeah. Quantum entanglement.
Well, I don't know anything about this though. Like I don't know. I've never done any
Really?
research.
Well, there's
I'll
no real distance between anything around us, so
No, someone also told me to look into unity consciousness, which I don't know. All I know is what I know is what I've been taught. I've never researched or
that's
done anything,
crazy.
right? So now the people that are around you, say the five people closest to you, do any of them do or think or feel the way you do with this energy work?
There is, well, there was my ex who we were very into this, so she's not around me physically.
But do
There
you
is my,
still feel her energy?
I do, but not accurately. I cannot distinguish or discern when it is and when it is not at all times, like you're describing. But I would love to be more in tune with this.
Because when you're in a relationship, your energies are intertwined. And if you know that you don't no longer want to be associated with that energy, you have to do like an energy cutting, like a cord cutting, like, so like my ex isn't, we can't disconnect. Like there is no disconnection.
How
So,
come?
well, it's called like a twin flame.
Oh, he is.
So this is a catalyst twin flame. So it's not a true, it's a mimic. So the universe shows you mimics to teach you. So maybe in my future, I have a full, whether it's a twin flame or a soulmate, but the catalyst is what brought my spiritual awakening into full force. So there's a reason, right, that we're went through the process. But
Mm-hmm.
um there's a path that we have that's parallel. So there's something to do with, say, masculine feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both 50-50 split, which most people are right or left, right? So say you have very masculine presenting energy, but like maybe in the home you have a very feminine presenting energy, right? Because I'm not saying you, but say CEOs, they have to put on the armor, and then when they come
Mm-hmm.
home they need to decompress. So you need to balance that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where
But you
we
are accurate. That's how I am, actually.
very very masculine in the world and very like,
yeah.
so you need a very feminine presenting woman in the world, but more masculine presenting in the home, right? Someone that will nurture you and take care of you and provide for you in the house, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now when you connect to source and you need to figure out when you're ready, you call that energy in, right? So that person, and not make sure it's not a mother wound, it's not a mother figure, it's a presenting a healed feminine that walks on her own path, that has her own identity, because what you're doing is you're curving into the female to try to fix her. You guys need to line up and move forward together as like both presenting healed energies, right? So you can't call that next person in until you heal your masculine and feminine energy. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. This is
So,
my path right now.
right. So when you come home, so what the female does is she amplifies and multiplies. So you have to be the leader still. You have to bring what you want into the marriage or the relationship, but she will duplicate it, or, you know. So, but in the world, you still go out and you do what you do. You know, you show up how you want to show up. So right now your path or your goal is not a relationship. You need to disconnect from the last one. You need to say thank you. You need to write down on the left side of the page in the course all the things you like, and then on the right side you need to write what you want. So you just told me you wanted a healed feminine with balanced energy. So that's on your right side of the paper, right? And then you heal and then you release it. So you don't say anything. You don't look, you don't chase, you're not on apps, you're not talking to anybody. You're becoming who you are meant to become, and that person will come into your peripheral, right?
I
Oh,
understand.
yeah. So if you force it, you're still chasing. So if you're on an app right now and you're looking for a date, you're still chasing that energy. You need to like pull it back in, heal yourself, and then move forward, if that makes sense.
How does how does one heal?
So you just keep showing up for yourself. You do the work, and like you need to figure out what is best for you, right? So imagine me being the runner and he's the chaser. So the minute I stop running and I come back to me, he turns around and says, "What? Where are you going?" And then he starts chasing. Okay? So no, it's
Oh
not what you
shit.
want though. You don't want the chaser. You want both of yourselves to choose yourself. So we did this, the run. I was the runner. I was the chaser. He was the runner. And then we flipped it. And then when we came back into healed, we realized we didn't want the same things. So then we separated, but we still want to communicate and have a little bit of there's things that we want to do in this life, like this type of work together, but we don't want to be together, if that makes sense.
Yo, that actually makes so much sense.
Because he
Cause
has gifts that we could share and that could help each other elevate, right? Because of the spiritual connection that we have.
okay, I still feel like I'm not 100% over her. Can that be that you were talking about? That's probably due to energetic leak or connection still.
So that's going to be to the root of your pain. So there's a reason why you chase. Okay. So my reason was I was never chosen. So in my childhood wound, right, I was always pushed aside and like I was looking for that validation. So you have to take that being pushed aside as that's the pain point of the person, not of you. So say if your parent never picked you or never took the time to be with you, they're in pain. So when you disconnect from your childhood trauma, or, you know, you have to understand that you were always enough. You're the child. They're the parent. They should have learned the lesson. But you know what? That parent today could be 60 years old and still didn't learn the lesson. But you're doing the work. So you now have to go inward and say, I'm enough. Like you do a meditation on like childhood trauma or inner work, like try to do that. I know I did mine, and mine I did a visualization where I went in and I grabbed the little girl's hand and I took her with me, right, in a meditation. And I
Hmm.
and I did that to my 6-year-old self and to my 21-year-old self. And I put them with me, and now I don't have to, like I just kind of healed that little pain. And then now when I rise, I don't rise with the pain of the ex. I rise with I healed my inner wound of my childhood. So I don't have to worry about he's a different he's a runner, and he hurt me for his own pain. It's not about me. Like,
Yeah,
that girl didn't see your worth. So what did that do? That made space for you to rise and find someone who will appreciate you for who you are. Correct?
absolutely.
Okay. So that's why I kind of created the book, though, because I wanted people to like move through the pain. So that pain that you have is very similar to mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to be chosen, honestly. The
yeah,
same
but
way I chose her.
the minute you choose yourself, a woman of high value is going to see that you can hold space in your masculine and your feminine, and that, not to be rude to your ex, but that woman will be 10 times more of higher vibrational energy, and the two of you will connect on another higher spiritual level that that person that left you could never even be. Does that make sense? But you have to do the healing
Well,
work. You have to believe that you're worth it. You have to keep showing up. You have to elevate. So each time you elevate your energy, it spans. It's uncomfortable. It could take you 4 weeks. It could take you 2 years. Like, you have to allow it to happen, right? The healing process is different for everybody. And for me, look at what I did with this course. I don't have time to wait because I'm calling in a divine masculine in this year, and we're both going to run together, right? So I need to get my foundations done. I need to get like chapter 1 done, basically. And right now, maybe I'm in the season of chapter 2, but I can feel I've already connected to the energy of my new person. And I know that they don't they don't frick around. They don't mess around. They're going to run, and I better get my running shoes ready. Do you know what I mean?
oh shit.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
This is mind blowing. The past 3 days, the synchronicities have been insane.
Really?
It's just crazy. Like, it feels like you were watching my life from a third perspective, and you just summarized all the talks that I had with people. Wait. So you connected with his energy already?
Yes.
When did you
Only
know that?
so it happened in a dream. So when you're open in your energy, you're moving through the energy, right? I don't really remember dreams usually, but I don't have a job right now, so I don't have an alarm clock, so I allow myself to like wake up slowly. And when I have a dream, I sit in it and I just kind of stay in that space and I try to just remember details, right? And somebody came up to me and I felt their kid-like energy. So healed childhood, healed masculine, and playful and fun. So think of it like a freaking dance. I don't know how to explain it, but the energy was like
Okay.
it was just crazy. And I'm giggling and I'm talking to somebody and I could feel this person's energy next to me in the dream. And I didn't see them. I don't know, like, but I know the feeling, right? So then in a daytime, like this, I'm sitting at my computer. I said, I wonder if I could connect to that. So I'm gonna cry if I do this. I I I'm like, okay, let's try. I start bawling because the purity of their energy is like, when you're a kid and you're not hardened by life,
Mm-hmm.
they have that in them right now.
Pure.
The adults don't have that. You and I don't have that.
Wow.
Do you see? So I took my phone and I started recording and I'm bawling and I'm like, I don't know who you are yet, but I can feel your energy and it's amazing. Like, you're beautiful. You know what I mean? So
Yo, I'm getting
it you got
shivers.
goosebumps. I just felt it on this arm, the left arm.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
touched my left
I just
arm.
felt it.
My God, you're a wizard.
No, I don't know, but I don't have any education. I don't know anything. Like, I don't study this. I just know what I know because I
Well,
asked.
that's it. It's all inside of us.
Right. So if you want to start, just kind of connect to a spirit guide or an angel or whatever you want to call it and ask for guidance or downloads. Like, just, and if you can meditate, you know how you have that overactive brain, how you just kind of keep things, you got to remove that. So over time, that meditation will calm that will go away and it'll open up a space for you to like listen. right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. Maybe there's a reason why it was only the two of us on the call,
Yo, well, that's what I said in the beginning. Everything happens for a reason.
right?
My God. Okay, so you said that when energy expands, it feels uncomfortable.
No, like say you work out, you work out in the gym, right? And you do
Yeah.
bicep curls. You know that feeling when your bicep is full? That's
Mm-hmm.
expansion. It's uncomfortable. But then it takes a day or two for the lactic acid to go out, for your body to settle, and then you have the muscle, right? Like, so when I did bodybuilding, I still have biceps. Even though I gained the weight, my biceps never went away, but I can go and I can do that movement. So, like, when you work out, do you just lift the weight? I had a professional bodybuilder train me when I was in my 20s. And she says, no, you don't just work out. You think about the muscle and you concentrate on the muscle. So, like, if you're in the gym and you're listening to your music, no, you're concentrating on the movement. You're putting your energy into the space of the muscle, right?
Mm.
So,
Your
just
awareness goes there.
your awareness goes there. But when you're in a fight, your awareness goes to your opponent, right?
Yeah.
So, when you're in your meditation, what's your intention? So, put your intention out, put that energy towards the thing you're attracting. So if you're attracting a person, now I wouldn't attract or call the person in until you did the inner work because you're kind of overstepping, right? You got to
Yeah, yeah.
graduate out of grade 1 before you can go to 2. You got to know like what's the blueprint like you said, the path. Does that make
So
sense?
set an intention when I meditate. That intention could be like I want to connect to my spirit guide, for example.
Yeah. And just listen. It might not happen for like a month,
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, but where do you go to learn this?
Books, videos. I
But
mean,
like
a lot of it happened through a lot of introspection and talking, especially after like I used to smoke weed, so I would get a lot of downloads from that and just exchanges ideas with my ex. But yeah, mostly it's from external knowledge.
so do you drink pop right now?
I don't.
Do you drink beer or wine?
No.
Do you eat fast food?
Very rarely.
Do you still smoke?
No.
Okay, so when you remove all those external things that are like man-made and alternate that change your chemistry, that's going to bring you away, right? So, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't eat fast food. I try to drink water, tea. I drink a lot of coffee, but like if I can, no sugar, so those things that
Hmm.
alter your state is going to get you a little bit closer to it, right? So, like, when they say bless your water, like water
Yeah.
has memory. So,
Yeah.
I went on a call yesterday with a girl in our class, and she taught me about fascia and doing work. And I never did any of that before. So, we did one in a Zoom like this together, and I was blown away because I've been having like energy blockages on. So, say you have a left side is feminine, right side's masculine. So, everything that I have that's energy that's blocked is on my masculine side. But I was forced to be masculine survival mode my whole life. So, you see how I call in a masculine that and then I can surrender to my feminine and I can heal, right? Because the way that they made the world is for women to stand up in their masculine energy. And
Hmm.
there needs to be a balance. It doesn't need to be like just one or the other, right? So I only knew how to be survival masculine energy my whole life. So then I attracted a lot of feminine energy men, like weak. I don't say weak, but like there was no
Yeah,
balance,
yeah. Yeah,
right?
depolarized.
Yes. So it's good that you understand your energy before you step into a relationship and then you can kind of like
Hmm.
share with them. And these are conversations you should have in the beginning because if they don't understand where you're standing on the scale or what you need, right? So, like, I'm helping a friend right now try to manifest their partner. Um, I don't get along with women. They don't like me for some reason. And I think it's because I'm very masculine energy. right? So I
Okay.
get along with a lot of men. So trying to help one of my friends find a girlfriend in his energy, right? So that's why I'm like, I said to somebody, I'm like, I need to be a men's coach because I understand the polarities of the energy. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I'm both. I'm both masculine and both feminine. And I sit in both sides. So I don't like, how do I say that and how do people understand unless it's someone like you that says like she unlocks something for me to be able to step forward in a confidence way, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you just got to speak it though, and the same way
Yeah,
you attract what you vibrate or whatever, right?
right. But it's I'm only on week 2, so you gotta like give me some grace.
Yeah, yeah. I know, and I'm saying that to myself also. Like it's time to create. We've done enough healing, in my opinion. But
Yeah, but like I can write out on a paper the process I think you should take, right?
oh man, please do.
Okay.
Like,
And it's maybe not you use your discernment and you figure out what's best for you, but I think like you start at the root, which would be your inner child healing, right? And then do the next step and then do the next step, right? And then once you get to step 5, then you can start calling in energies or a job or a school or money, you know what I mean? Whatever the thing is that you need at the moment. Because, like, when we create on
mm,
social media, if you batch create, the algorithm changes, right? So if you create in the day, in the moment, and you start to channel your whatever you want to post that day, it's more authentic, right? So you follow
yeah,
the path, but I don't know.
that's no, that's you know
I'm
more than people who've read so much stuff.
Yeah, but here's the thing, it's listening, and it's just like for me to go to the school, I have the imposter syndrome, but people like you saying like, "No, you know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Okay, well, it's just my lived experience." Right? It's just me
I
working through my
understand, of
pain points and moving forward. So, I'm just trying like everybody else, right?
course.
Yeah.
But to be that intuitively connected is, it's not like I desire it, but I know that it's somewhere there inside of me. But there's just too many layers on top that I'm trying to work through. But that process that you're talking about is maybe gonna shed some clarity for me because I feel like I'm going sometimes left, sometimes right, and
Yep.
I'm fragmenting my attention and my progress.
Oh my goodness, you use that word and that's literally in my mission statement. Fragmented,
Fragmented?
fragmented, your fragmentation to embodiment is my literally my mission statement in the class we did.
Wow.
That's crazy. Someone called me a mentor yesterday. I didn't believe them.
Well, that's your work to do, huh?
There you go. So, if you could just do one thing this week, go into knowing, like know that you're worthy of divine energy, know that you are divine energy, you just move into that space. You don't It's not external. You're not looking for it. You are it, right?
Yeah,
So like when I say I love, I say the sky is blue. So like I love because it's blue. It's not anything external. It is what it is. It is love. Like like my favorite is sunshine and rain. It's something that everyone thinks is negative when it's raining, but it's purification. And then you have the warmth. So you have the fire and the water, right? It's the polarity. It's the beauty in that, right? So, um,
mm.
yeah, I just,
No, you know.
do you want to know how I know?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know the darkest day you ever had? Like in your body, can you feel that? The saddest
Yes.
dark. Okay. Now, do you know the happiest day you ever had? Like your pure joy moment, laughter, like do you have any kids?
No.
So like someone having giving birth, like that kind of energy, right? Like the joy. What's your highest excitement? Which where maybe you want to fight or you went some on a trip skydiving with your best friend, like, you know.
I can think of a day.
Okay, so now you have those two energies that you're thinking of. you're all of those things. So I have sat in the darkness for a very long time. And in that darkness, I did the meditation, I did the work. I've cried more days than I've laughed. That's how I know I can do whatever's coming because I've been through all of the pain. But you need to be able to go through that slide. So, same with your masculine and feminine energy, you need to work through it like a dance every day. You're not one person, you're not just masculine 100% of the time. You're not just happy, you're not just sad. You're going up and down like a, constant roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a bad day, people will get depressed, they stick in that and they get stuck, right? So let's say I had anxiety, depression, OCD, 9 years. I'm medicated. I chose to rise. I chose to remove because I never was that when I was born. It was created by
Right.
circumstance, right? I don't have a chemical imbalance in my brain like some people do. It was a choice to sit in the dark energy, right? Because that was comfortable because I shrunk myself. So if you can
Mm-hmm.
understand the scale and you understand that, some days it's going to rain, some days it's going to be sunshine, you have to be able to like balance, right? So the darkness is where I do my work. I do my meditations. I move through. If you don't move through that darkness, like you stay stuck in why she hurt you, you'll never get out of that and get higher and get into a relationship where you can hold a woman that is of higher vibration, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why it's called the energy game because you're playing you're playing with the energy. I don't know why I called it the
Yeah.
energy game until just now, but okay.
Crazy. Well, I was wondering, I was gonna ask you why you called it that. I thought you were like energy heater or something.
No, but everything in your life is energy. Like it doesn't ever go away. Like, can you still feel, say, a grandma that passed away? Do you still feel their energy? Like who they made you feel? Like that's still a
Mm,
residual, right? Like the way my grandma made me feel was love. So that doesn't diminish over time. The physical diminishes. Like I don't remember maybe her smell or what she looks like, but the energy of her embodiment of who she was to me stays, right?
I see, I see.
Yeah. It's crazy.
There's days, this is crazy, honestly. It feels like I I jump timelines or something. It's because okay, I feel like I'm not stuck in the why she hurt me. I mean, obviously I get these thoughts over
Yeah.
and over again, but I do my best not to stay in them through meditation and reminding myself that at the source, like I'm pure energy and I'm love and I'm none of these things
Hmm.
that were added on to me. Um, I guess my struggle now is I, f- I have a hard time discerning what is masculine and what is feminine in me and how it should be.
And I'm still learning
That
that
makes
too, so I can't answer that, but like I think you can do a little bit of work, start asking in meditation or in books or YouTube. I can send you an Instagram lady I found like 2 days ago, and she only has like 1,000 followers, but she speaks like I'm blown away. I don't know how she's not 100,000 followers, but it talks about the masculine feminine energy. So I can send you that.
yeah, please do.
Yeah.
This is all much needed right now and very aligned.
Yeah, but if there
Yeah,
was
this
one other person on the call, we wouldn't have talked like this. So it's good that you, you know what I mean? Like,
oh
yeah.
yeah. No, I'm saying yes to like literally everything. I jumped on like 3 calls today.
Oh, really?
I need to recharge, but no, in a way, this makes me recharge, if that makes sense.
Talking to me?
To you and to other
Yeah.
people who have this much to share and just radiate good vibes.
Well, the other day we were on a call and everyone was still messaging on Instagram 7 hours later saying they could still feel the energy. So there's a vibrational shift in everybody, right? So like if you and I can feel our energies, like imagine what that does when there's a group of people that come together and like create something, right?
Well, they've done studies where a group of people meditated in a city and reduced crime rate
So do you
based on
know,
shifting the energy.
right? Have you ever heard of Hopo Ono Ono?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I learned a little bit of this. So I heal other people's energy around me by forgiving them or forgiving me myself. Like I forgive the energy, right? And then that forgives the circumference of the energy around me. So that's a really good place to start. And it's just saying the four things over again. Like I read the book or I took a course, but like saying the energy, like repeating the energy, right? So
Which energy?
so like
Ponopono?
yeah, so like you know how there's like four, I think it's four sayings that it
Okay,
has.
within that. Okay.
Yeah, so but when you're in the broken space or the negative energy, you repeat those four sayings, but you push the energy outward. Like that's what I do is I push it out and I mean it. Like I put the intention behind me healing myself in that space. So say if someone's hurting me, I ask them to forgive me because it's a mirror. So you and I talking today, everything that I'm saying to you is a reflection of who you are and what you're going through, right? The only difference is I've already been through the things. So let's say who's one person right now, you don't have to give me their name, but who's one person that triggers you the most, like absolutely the most? Look at you went right there. Good. Okay, you know that person? Okay. So that is a wound inside you. Okay, I want you to go and I want you to heal that wound. So what's that person doing to the root? And you're going to do Ho'oponopono on the root of that. I'm going to ask you to watch that person's, your legs are on fire right now, aren't they? Your
A little
legs
bit.
tingling. So listen,
Yeah.
that person's going to heal and your relationship will improve because you did the work. And that will reflect back to you. So you'll see their energy shift and you did the work, not them. You understand? Dude,
I get it. I get it. Like,
but that person triggers you a lot. I could
yeah,
feel
that's
how
my
much
mom.
well, I think the thing is I could feel how much they trigger you. And here's the other thing. It's the same for me, so I maybe resonate with your wound because I have the same trigger, right? So maybe I connected
Yes,
to it
the mother
more.
wound.
Yes, exactly. So now I want you to do one step further. You ready? This is going to be more mind-blowing. So what is your mom's wound? Is it her father or is it her mother?
Oh, shit.
It's her father.
I think so, yeah.
Same. Okay. So now I go to my grandpa. Wait. You want to know what my grandpa is?
His
A pri-
mother?
no, no, listen.
Oh,
A prisoner of war, alcoholic, severe PTSD. Okay. So it's not your mom's fault and it's not your fault. So when you go to your inner child, you need to tell them it's not your fault. So when you heal the inner child, you understand that it came from your lineage. Now, who are you? You're a cycle breaker. You're here, you're sent here to elevate. Do you understand?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So now when you heal that root, do you see how you're going to call in a different partner?
Oh, can.
Can you feel it inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how you do the work. You do like the book that I did. You
Amazing.
go through, you don't rush it. You take your time, you read it, you do the work. Now, if something pops up and is like, a big sign on the paper, go do that research. Go do the external work because I'm not going to know to put that in the book. The reason I need you to do the work is I need you to come back to me and say, you're missing this piece. Do you see what I mean? Especially you being male, I don't know what you're going to go through in this process. I only know my experience. So, but yeah, is this too much? You need a meditating ground after? Drink some water?
Look, it's too much, but at the same time, it's not. It's like a culmination of everything I've gathered so far. Like, do you know a little bit about numerology?
I'm just starting to learn and I'm really fascinated because do you know what life path number you are?
I'm just gonna say I'm life path 7.
I'm a 3.
What is that?
So it's the Trinity. So in religion, it's Father, Son, Holy Ghost, but I don't know what that means. But I'm the
Creation.
creator. I'm the birth. I'm the one that multiplies. What is
We
a
said it at the
7?
same time.
What?
Creation and creator. We said it at the same time.
Yeah, what is yours
3 is
number?
the um me. It's number 7.
So what is
It's
that?
the mystic.
The mystic. I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's all about knowledge and introspection and meditation, and like I've always seen myself as a kind of a wizard. Like I see myself walking around with a staff throughout the world as a nomad and just like like Gandalf. That's how I've seen myself my whole life.
Yeah, I'll look it up after. I have no ideas. I don't know what Gandalf is because I've never watched that, but
Oh my god, where have you been living?
I've been busy over here.
No, we need that. We need that for sure.
I'm a Game of
Okay,
Thrones girl. I don't know the other one.
okay. No, I'm not familiar with Game of Thrones, but just wow, that's crazy. Okay, wait. You said something right before. No, it's not too much. It's just enough, I think. I could speak about this for hours,
Yep.
but this is fascinating. I started the medium I told you about in the beginning. He started to teach me how to feel and recognize the energy that's all around us and that
Okay.
we are.
Yep.
Um, it's been complicated, I think, because I haven't healed certain parts in myself,
Right.
and the inner child meditations and healing has been coming up a lot. And yesterday, or no, last Tuesday with Melissa, she's part of the group.
Okay.
We're doing calls almost every Tuesday. Is the second call we did today, but the first time we did it last week, we did an inner child meditation. I saw two versions of myself that I've never seen before.
Is it because you blocked it out?
No, I feel like it's because I didn't have the awareness to see it until I did. Like every time I did an inner child meditation, I always saw like my younger self. Like I was 6 or 7. I was so happy. I was in my own world. I think
Yeah.
I could see other dimensions, but no one could help me understand. So I thought it was my imagination.
Same. Yeah.
Wow, crazy. So last week I saw my like 16-year-old self and like 21-year-old self simultaneously.
So
And then today,
you remove the pain points and it's like the energy starts flowing, right?
yeah.
True though.
Wow.
So in 2015, I went to a retreat and it was how to remove your log jam. So you have a dam and in your life you put these sticks in, right? And you build a dam and it stops your energy flow. So what you got to do is you got to go and find that one stick and you got to that pain point from your child and pull it. So that's kind of how I started all of this. And these are people with crystals and mystics and I'm, young and I don't know any of this stuff and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then I started listening like here's something I bought 25 years ago. I don't know if you know what this is.
Yeah.
So I got all the toys,
That's hilarious.
but I use my body. I don't need external things, right? So you have an internal guidance system and you can listen. So you're sitting right here, right now, and you ask a question. Forward is yes, and back is no. So you're in a space that doesn't feel safe, or you go to eat something and you're, should I eat this? You just ask, and your body starts telling you yes or no by vibration, right? By moving the energy forward or moving the energy back. So you can practice just like with that, just by listening to your intuition.
That's crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
we really aren't taught shit about how to use our powers.
No, but I learned all of this by accident, like by myself. Like I'm the only thing I ever took was Reiki level 1. So energy training is that's the only thing, right? And I would love to do more, but I just haven't done it. So, but
That's fascinating. Yo, you're gonna blow up when you should start talking about this stuff, by the way.
I listen, you say that, and I already know the dates that it's going to happen. I don't believe it, but I have the energy coming in. I'm
From a
telling you,
specific date.
like I'm telling you, between March and August. Yes, this is recorded, so we're going to come back here and I'm going to post this.
Yeah! Whoa, shit!
Yeah, but imagine if you find your thing, your genius, like what you do. It doesn't mean you can't do this too, because you're just a reflection of me. So why can't you blow up in the next 4 to 8 months? You just have to get quiet, do the work, allow it to come, right? So in the next, say, March, so April 10th, you do your work. I'm not giving you a deadline, but like you can put the attention out there of 4 weeks. Week one, I do inner child healing. I allow it. If it doesn't happen, then I do 2 weeks of that. If it does happen in 3 days, like I know somebody that did, like what the list I'm going to give you, did everything in 1 month. But it was because their life path number is 3-3 and they're a fire sign.
Oh, shit.
Well, they're the master and they're fire sign and they don't have time to wait. So I don't know how old you are, but when we were little in the mall, they had like this thing where you put a penny in and it goes around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
So when it
Mm-hmm.
gets to the bottom, it goes really fast. I'm at the bottom right now. I don't have a choice, right? So like if you do the child work and then you get closer, you're gonna get to the bottom and you're gonna have to learn how to swim no matter what. It doesn't matter. Like so here's how you know you're ready or how it's the universe clears up space. So I lost my marriage, I lost my house, I lost my job, I lost my savings, I lost my ex, and I'm now lost my apartment. Like everything's gone. All my 90% of my belongings are gone. So what does that do? That removes all the energy, the distraction. Like money is a distraction, right? So like if I have money coming in, I have now I can go to the movies or I can do stuff. Right now, I'm so
Mm-hmm.
locked in that I can't do anything but focus on this because I have a bigger purpose. So universe, source, whatever is putting me into this funnel and I don't have a choice. It's the way I don't know how to explain it, but in a year from now,
Otherwise, you suffer in a way.
so if you don't go with the energy, if you don't do the flow, the way I'm explained is if you don't do the thing, you repeat the cycle. So whether that's another lifetime or another 5 years of your life. So let's say this door opened up for me in 2007, say, I don't know the name. I just pick a number. I didn't do the work. I spent 12 years in a horrible relationship. The minute I got out of that, I realized I couldn't wait because if you don't heal right now, I'm telling you, you're going to get in another relationship with the same girl, like a different person, but the same relationship.
I'm talking to a girl now who's very similar to her, and it's not working out.
So here's the thing, you get three strikes, you're out. So if she's given you three red flags, you already know it's not for you. But what you're going to do, I'm going to tell you right now, you have full body chills, is you are literally going to make the same mistake again because you want to be chosen. Don't do it. I'll come over there and punch you in the forehead myself.
I won't. I won't. I won't. I promise you, I won't. This is recorded. And it's not even happening. I have to like force it to make it happen. So I definitely understand. I
Yes.
understand.
So if see why I need to talk to men?
Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
So here's what happens. Do you know like men that work in the trades? They they provide because they need to, right? So they show up every day and they bust their butt. And they usually get a Barbie girlfriend because they're have a good job, they got money. All these women are going to chase for money, for status, right? So what happens is they work long hours. So like I'm an entrepreneur, I work all the time. So for me to find a partner, I need someone that's understanding. So when they work in the trades, a lot of these women will cheat or think that, like one of my buddies had 3 kids under 5. She left the country with another man because he was always gone. So she needed attention.
Mm,
But he was a provider. So he's in his masculine, full masculine, healed, and a provider, and the feminine is wounded. So that's where the cheating comes
mm.
in, right? So if
From
she could
her,
only
of
have
course.
communication, right? Communication. So what a lot of these guys need is to have discernment on if they're healed or not and to allow that like I just saved you 10 years of your life. Maybe getting that
Thanks.
person, right? But maybe getting that person pregnant and being stuck with them for 20 years and not happy. Do you see where the divorce rates come in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like if you can sit there and heal yourself and then get in a relationship and elevate together separately, right? Then you can have a better life, right? Like that's what life is meant to be, like abundant and happy. And think of water. If your relationship isn't flowing like water and it isn't easy, then it's not for you. Because what? You're worthy, you're healed, you did the work, you show up for yourself, right? Like you obviously have something to offer, but they don't allow it because they're not water, like they're
Wow.
does that make sense? Love is supposed to be easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love is supposed to be easy, not hard. It's not if it keeps disappointing you and hurting you, it's not meant for you.
Damn, I feel like it's going to be scary when it becomes that easy because you're like, oh shit, this is, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, but here's the thing, when you heal yourself and you start healing your nervous system, you can allow that divine feminine in and you guys can hold space for each other and be happy and elevated. And you're going to walk in the room being that power couple that everyone's going to be like, who are these people? And how do they have this? Right? Well, they have it because they did the work, right?
Hmm.
Think of someone
Energy
that owns
doesn't
a
lie.
mansion, right? Like someone that owns a mansion has the cars. Who does that person have to become to hold that space? They have to have character, discipline. So, what are you doing? You train every day, take all those skills that you learn for your fighting and put it into every part of your life. So, say you have 5 buckets, okay? So, you have family, faith, fitness, finances. You need to have balance in all that. That's your level of like, your acidity level or whatever. You got to be in the middle. So if you're paying for a subscription right now for Netflix and you're not using it, you're leaking energy. That's what this book teaches you. You got to hone in, pull in what you want, decide what you want, and then let go, basically. Let it, you know. So,
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, it's interesting, right? Well,
I don't think there's anything more interesting. Everything else becomes less interesting when you
right?
like when you get closer to truth and our true essence. It just becomes easier, is what I keep hearing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have a long way to go. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm doing the work. I'm showing up every day and I'm, you know, like I'm teaching this, but I don't know 100%. Like I'm just like I still feel like I'm an imposter. You know what I mean? But like you validate me because you say, "Oh, this makes sense. This is unlocking these little like pieces for me, right?" So I know that there's value in this for me to teach, right? So, and like you say, if I can learn and grow like and share it, people will people need to be able to like crack the code, right? Because they don't teach you
Hmm.
any of this stuff. So, but
The
yeah.
great mystery. Well, I've been teaching martial arts for like close to 7 years now, and the
Hmm.
first 2 years I had that imposter syndrome,
Hmm.
but I only mastered my craft when I started teaching it.
Hmm. Oh, really?
So, oh, 100%. Because yes, you know how to do it for yourself, But now that you have to describe it to someone else for them to also understand how you do it, it blasts you off. You understand details that you wouldn't think about before, how to describe things, because you just know how to do it. Like, I knew how to throw a punch, I didn't know how to throw my hand, but how do you describe it to someone? It just made everything better at what
So
I
that's
do.
what
So
that's what Chaz said in Instagram today. It made a lot of sense because I want to be, say, like him, to teach you guys, like spiritual people, how to expand, right? So
hmm
I'm a graphic designer, so I have the skill to get your school up and running, but I also have the knowledge to walk you through your doubts. So
in
it's,
oneself.
yeah, but it's the same as any of the other energy. There's always a polar opposite, right? So say if you have
hmm
fear, you have joy. Well, where do you want to be? So my whole company is living above the line, like, the line of energy. So
hmm
whatever the negative energies are, I want to live above that line. And I want to
hmm
get to the highest because I don't like to I like to go to the winner and to ask them what they did to win. I don't want to waste time. We're only here for so much time, right?
Yeah,
Does that make
yeah,
sense? So
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, when you're around animals, do they always come to you?
Mm.
Yeah. So for
Yeah.
me, I think I could be probably heal animals. Like I have a very intuitive, like I go for a walk. Have you ever seen more than one or two blue jays together? Like normally you see
Uh,
a cardinal, you see
you you see one, yeah.
one or two maybe. So when I
hmm
go for a walk in the trees above me, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue jays. Do you understand what that means?
Wow.
That's not normal. That's I'm connected, right? Like I went on a walk, I probably
Yeah.
saw like 100 frogs on my walk one night. That's not normal.
Wow.
That's like fairy tale stuff that you see on the internet.
Yeah, literally. They're gonna pick you up, all the birds, and you're gonna fly
Yeah, it's
off with them.
crazy. But when I first started like connecting, I would have to ground because the energy would be so overwhelming, I almost pass out. So you just got to be
Oh
careful,
shit.
right? When you first start, understand that if you get overwhelmed, you got to ground. Because if you don't know to ground, then you get overloaded. So like if I get a download, my top of my head is cold or hot, like all right here, my crown. If I have to talk before this an hour, my throat was hurting before because I was nervous to like do a call by myself. But why am I nervous? Like
Mm.
it's just like talking to friends, you know what I mean? It's not like I have to present something. It was just, but yeah.
You know. Stop saying that.
So I'll add you to the book, to the course, and then
hmm
maybe we'll do a call maybe once every week or something if you want.
That would be amazing. And if
And
it's
then
just both of us, even
yeah,
better.
but yeah, but then you can like do like ask questions, or there's only one other person doing the course and I do a call with her. So we talked for an hour and a half yesterday. It was crazy. We were like talking over each other, like because you get excited, right?
There's nothing more exciting than this. Like, what are we gonna talk about? Sports or the weather?
I don't even pay attention to any of that stuff. So I don't have time,
Me neither.
right? Like what do you do for a job? Your job.
I teach martial arts.
That's your full-time job?
Yeah,
So you get to move every day all day?
yeah,
Do you know how amazing that is? Like to have the energy?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
know.
So you're in a creator energy already. That's exciting, right?
It
Like
really is.
yeah, go ahead.
No,
Oh,
you?
like I'm in a creator energy, but I'm sitting behind the computer. So my energy is very stuck. It's very stagnant. Like I want to be able to, like, my passion was movement, right? Growing up, like gymnastics, like everything I did was
Yeah.
movement, right? Like backflips. I don't do none of that no more. I sit at a computer because I'm hiding. Do you see what I mean?
I'll do the work. I'll look into it, and I mean, I'm meditating every day, so I guess I'll focus my meditations towards more of the inner child stuff. I'll take a look at your.
Yeah, I would just focus on starting to do quiet. Don't focus on anything at first. Just get quiet and see what comes to you. Like just start like getting used to being like super still.
No headphones or music or anything.
However you do your meditation, I don't want to direct you, but like don't put an intention behind it. Don't go right into inner child healing. Go into
Okay.
almost like your nervous system regulation. So like I'm safe, like that kind of thing. So that's what I started with. Just being quiet and calm and like figuring out how to be safe in my body first and then
Mm,
do that healing because you might move into a spiral of like more anxious or you know what I mean when if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It does feel like I feel like that sometimes. So
So for
maybe I
example,
gotta simplify it.
yeah, well this is going right to the like cleaning the slate, right? So for example, I've been trying to lose weight for a year, weighted vest, nutritionist, gym for 2 hours, nothing's moving. Okay? 3 weeks ago I did nervous system regulation and my whole body shifted because I feel
Yes.
safe in my body. So you won't lose the weight because I gained the weight when I was not safe. Do you see what I'm saying? So now the fact
Mm,
that I start to feel safe, my body says, okay, now it's okay to release the weight.
mm,
You see what I mean?
yeah.
Like I'm talking 2 hours a day running on a treadmill, lifting weights, going to a nutritionist, doing weighted vest, walking, drinking, eating steak and vegetable, like the whole 9 yard, not a pound
Hmm.
move because I wasn't safe. The minute I felt okay, then your energy will shift.
That's crazy.
It's like a key. You got to unlock the door before you can enter. Okay?
Right, right,
So
right.
jumping into inner child healing, you're not safe yet. You got to figure out you got to be okay in your body and then walk in the path, right? Like I don't know. That just came to me too because I've been struggling, right, for so long. And the reason I do it is because it's an armor. It's a shield, right, from that negative energy. So,
Well, this is my shield too, you know, this is my armor. This is how I've protected myself all my life.
right. But show gratitude for the lesson or the journey, right? Because ultimately that pain made you healthier, where my pain
Hmm.
made me unhealthy, right? So I have to heal double. Like even though it's a
Right.
mental thing, right? But it made you a
Yeah.
better person, so show gratitude in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool. So do you do anything with frequency?
Um, Only when I listen to meditations.
So how about if you have a Spotify, start looking up music that resonates in a certain frequency and make a playlist that you just listen to in the car. It could be just everyday music. So what I have on my phone is an app that will read the frequency of the song playing. So you open the app and it'll tell you if it's 1,000 or 200 or whatever. So you can look up frequency like 400 hertz, say is healing. So you could make all this music could be any genre. Like top 40 on the radio is horrible for your body
I can
because the
assume that.
masses they're putting it out, right? So like if you
Right.
can find a musician, like do you like country music?
I like all types of music.
So for example, I resonate a lot with Chris Stapleton because he sings from the heart. So I'm gonna blow your mind again. You ready? So when I listen to music, I can feel the pain point of the musician when they wrote the song. Do you understand?
I my mind can understand, but
Okay, so let's do that again.
because they wrote,
I can feel
elaborate.
I can feel the pain point of the musician when they wrote the song. So Chris Stapleton, he has very soulful music. I can feel the energy
Uh-huh.
of the musician when he wrote the song. So let's say, think of it like a time travel. I don't know. I can feel how sad he is
Wow.
in the moment. So not the song, but the root. So I can feel when he's like when he was in that breakup, I can feel that in the music
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because he's projecting a part of his energy.
Oh, so he doesn't necessarily need to be in that energy when he's writing the song.
I can feel the energy. Like I can feel your legs are all tingling. Like your body is having a moment. Okay,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if this
crazy.
is a good one, but this is the first one that came up on YouTube. So that's just nervous system energy meditation is what it's 1 hour. You don't have to probably do the whole thing, but
Yeah.
anyways, just that kind of idea of looking up a guided meditation. There's some on here that are 5 minutes, some that are, you know.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm sure I'll look through them and nervous system, and I'll find one that
So
I
save that
resonate with.
meditation. Yeah, save the Spotify.
Wow, I feel like honestly, I feel so excited because my life path 7 as a mystic. I feel like it's literally just starting.
Oh,
Like there's a
good.
lot of space that got created in my life, and yeah,
So you have the
the
time,
work.
energy, and effort to do the meditation, do the work. Like you have the schedule where you could make the space, right? So that's really good.
I have a question for you. I don't know if that's something
Yeah.
that you can answer. I feel called to go on a trip back to my homeland, back to my roots.
Okay.
What do you think about that, or what is there anything that pops up in your field about that?
So what is your why? What's the reason?
So my one of my friends, he's a psychic energy healer
Yep.
who told me twice through readings that going back to my roots would allow me to heal like generational stuff.
Okay. I think you need to do the work here a little bit before you do that. I think if you go now, you're not going to be ready. I
I
think
see.
you don't have to be in the physical space to do the work, but you do have to go to feel the energy, right? So I think once, oh my God, I'm getting a download. Yeah, this is crazy. So do you see what I'm saying? You do
Yeah.
the work here. So you can meditate as if you were there and you'll feel the energy. But so say I can maybe feel your energy through the thing, but the minute I touch your skin, it's different energy. Do you see what I mean?
Mm,
So if you can do the grade school, like the foundation work, your body will tell you and you'll know when it's time, right? Does that make sense?
yeah, absolutely.
Because when you go there, you're going to be more present because you did the work to heal, right? So if you go there now, you're going to be like a little kid that doesn't know 18 languages, but everyone's talking to you. But the minute you learn about your skills, like whatever your mystic, whatever that, you know, and you might not get your full abilities for 5 years, you might get them in 5 days. The time doesn't mean anything, right? It's about the process of the energy. So I learned today or yesterday something about the energy of the figure eight. So I don't know where I saw it. Um, but if you can move through the energy, whether that's a masculine and feminine loop, I don't know what that means. Oh, I got the goosebumps again. If you can move
Mm-hmm.
through the energy, maybe you can move through it quicker, but you can't. It's called divine timing. You can't force it, right? But you do have to do the steps. So I think if you do the steps, that timing can go quicker. It's almost like a fast forward, but you have to do the work. So you can jump on a plane tomorrow and you can go there and you can meet people, right? But you're stuck right now. You're still, you got to break free from the past relationship. That's energy that's draining you right now. It's still in your mind and your body. You got to do the work for your foundation. So you got to do your nervous system and maybe your inner child healing. And then you ask the question again. And the more you do the rotation of the energy, you'll get a clearer answer as it comes. Right. So, like right now, what you just did is you asked me, you went external. You can't do that anymore. You're not going to a psychic to get answers. You might go and sit and have a conversation. You take it for what it is and you only take what resonates. But ultimately, you got to stop going outward and start going inward. And the more you do that, the more clarity you get, the more you live in your divine masculine, the more you live in the present, the more your life will create. Think of a butterfly. Right now, you're still in the mushy stage. But you, once you get past the mushy stage and you start doing everything internal, then you'll go further. You'll be able to do whatever you want. Like you'll be able to answer that question instantly, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
right now for me, for example, without saying my situation, I'm in a really bad situation. Um, but I'm still here because I still have to do the work and I can't move out of this bad situation until it's time. So no matter what, as long as I keep showing up every day and putting my feet on the ground doing the work, I'll know when it's time. And that's
Mm,
why I'm just starting to think end of March is going to start the process to give me the answer that I need. But by the time it's my birthday, I think it'll be a different world for me, a different energy, right?
yes.
It's crazy. Does that make sense?
Yes. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
kind of assumed that because I couldn't. I was, now that you mention it, I was trying to ask, but I couldn't get a clear answer because
Hmm.
it was, my mind was going too many places. But yes, I assumed that. I assumed that.
Okay, ask me one more question.
Um, should I let go
Let go.
of her?
Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to do it intuitively, but I'll just start asking questions. So you said 3 years, right?
For 8 years.
You were together for 8 years.
Yeah.
So you guys moved out and you're separate lives right now. And is
Hmm.
she contacting you or are you contacting her?
I would say she is the last few times.
So if you stop and you move away from the energy, she'll either stop as well or she'll keep coming. Now, you got to find out what that intention is, why she keeps messaging you, right? So is she truly taking the space to heal? Or is she running and going external still? So you got to watch her actions. So if she's doing external activities like going out or like, or is she doing internal where she's doing the work and healing? Because that means she wants to repair. Like the people will tell you with their actions more than they will tell you with their words, right?
Right.
And then you got to listen to your gut because, yeah, people have not great intentions a lot of the times.
Yeah, I understand.
So to let go, I think ultimately maybe you do that meditation because that's your first speed bump, right?
Okay.
I don't want to say yes or no because I don't know this. I don't know the details, right? Like for my situation, I have to let go, but I don't want to say goodbye, right? So
Uh,
because we have too much of a purpose together. Like he's a 3-3, I'm a 3. We have to create, there's something we're supposed to create. We both know this, but it's not a relationship, which is hard because
interesting.
you still love the person.
Yeah.
So how do
She's
I
a
love
seven.
what? She's a 7 and you're
She's
a
a
7?
seven, and I'm a seven. Yeah.
What? And what are your signs? Do like I don't know much
She's
of
a Gemini. I'm a Cancer.
what does that mean? Like what are your signs mean?
Uh, Me, it's a water sign, emotional,
Yeah.
caring, all that, and she is an air sign.
So water and
So,
air is that's good balance.
um, apparently, I'm not exactly sure, so I'd have to look into that.
Okay, because we're both fire, so we're like energy.
Mm,
We're both energy,
okay.
right? And he's Aries, so Aries is top of the game. He's the hunter. He's the top first sign of. He's the one. He's a leader. So 3-3 life path, fire. Twin energy.
Wow.
It's hard to walk away.
Okay.
Say that's one of the things why we're not compatible.
Hmm.
So,
What if it's interesting because she met someone on Instagram uh, in another country,
okay.
and she's like, she was telling me how there's something weird about how they met and when they met.
So you think that energy, someone aligned it for them?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So do you think that this separation is giving you space to rise?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable in your feminine energy?
Ah, I want to say yes, but I'm not exactly sure what that entails
Okay.
to be in my feminine.
So feminine energy, so you're missed. I have to look up your thing, but it's like the amplifier, the creator. So the masculine brings, say, the meat to the table, the woman makes the meal, right? So your masculine energy brings something to it, but your feminine energy will want to nurture the growth. So that might be your mystic side, is like nurturing that growth. So it's not feminine as in female,
Hmm.
as in creation, right? So I would maybe
Hmm.
look up, oh yeah, I'm going to send you that Instagram girl. It's, you got to understand the energy, not the sexuality, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you got to understand like, so for me, for example, I was a graphic designer, but I was also a millwright. So I don't know if you know what a millwright is. So you know how there's trades and there's like different kinds of trades.
Hmm.
A millwright does all the trades.
Okay, okay. Like a general.
So like I was a welder, I was a machinist, I did all the fixing, right?
Wow.
So I love that because I could create in my masculine energy. But then I'm also a
Mm.
dancer. I did ballet, I did ballroom, like I did salsa. I live in the feminine expression as well. So do you see how I'm very in the middle? So
Yes.
I do woodworking, I do rock climbing, like I did all these things, but I can't stay in one space. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I need to find someone that will move the scale with me, right? So
In what way?
I need a divine masculine that will live in both masculine and feminine, and who will
Okay.
take ballroom dancing with me and not give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Who will go to the gym and lift the weights or do welding, or you know what I mean, go to a play. Like I don't put limitations on my life. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need someone that will move in the scale. I don't want, like, yes, I want a divine masculine, but I don't want them to always stay in that space. I want them to have a conversation with me. I don't want them to get closed up and be, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, yes,
yeah, the
yes.
emotional side, the physical side, like it's all, yeah.
So that's what it would mean to be polarized within, is to be able to flow between the two
Oh, look, you're
with like
fighting.
no.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you're moving
But
through it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you have to be able to like dance between the energies.
dance, dance, dance. That keeps coming up. I gotta dance. I met someone today that
Yeah,
can teach me how to dance.
there you go. Yeah. Is that what you're saying about me or somebody
No, no,
else? Oh,
it's someone else. But if
okay,
you'll
yeah.
teach me how to dance, why
No,
not?
go take a dance lesson for fun. Just do it. And then feel the energy. And does that light you up? Does that get you excited, right? So,
It's gonna be triggering for sure in the beginning, but that's okay.
yeah. So yeah, maybe tonight if today was too much, go outside and ground, right? Ground in the earth, put your feet on the ground, or even just a lot of times I'll drive with the windows completely open any day of the year, like if it's cold or whatever, and feel it. Like feel the energy, because today was probably a lot for you, right? Like because you're shifting and moving and through it.
Yes, I can feel it. Wow, it's crazy.
Like headache, like density, like
No
pressure,
headache, but yes, a
pressure.
little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit of a headache now, actually, but
So what happens is when you keep elevating, that will eventually go away and you'll get used to the feeling because you're vibrating
mm,
higher.
oh, it's like a muscle you're practicing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right? But you understand training. You
Yeah.
understand the growth, the pain in the growth, understand the pain in the growth, right? So every time you have a pain point, you grow. So if you show gratitude for this relationship with this woman and you release it, whether she comes back or not. Now, if she comes back, you need to make sure that you're okay with her hurting you again, because that is
Mm,
definitely, she's the one that left, right?
yeah.
So there is a space because she did not see value in you. She might not see value in you again. So if you want to stay, that's a choice, but you need to know that you made the choice. So do you now say I'm more valuable, like I'm worth more? If she doesn't see your value, do you walk away? Absolutely. This is the fire horse year. This is the year that you call in your divine, right? Your
Whether
match.
that's her or someone
Well, we
else.
just had a snake year, so she left in that shedding of the snake. Do you see? So
Yeah.
if you say yes to her, you're saying yes to another 9 years or whatever years of like that energy again. So you were together 8 years, you said?
Yeah. Coming
So
into
you
9.
so you met her in a 1 year or a two, right? So
Yeah.
maybe 2018, maybe. I don't know what the year would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the beginning of that cycle, well, she left in the 9 year, which would have been less than a month ago, would have been so the 17th of February is the new one, right? The
Yeah.
1 year. So she probably left in that nine, right?
Yeah.
Mine left in the nine as well. So I have to let it go, right?
I
And
see.
ultimately, if we were to be together, it would happen. Then I would know. I'm growing to know my energy. So if she comes back and I don't feel good about it, I know, I ask, I do that pendulum. I ask and I get an answer instantly. I don't guess anymore because I know I'm connected. So
I see.
yeah,
Ooh, there's a there's a I don't have the words anymore.
so just okay.
There there's an option or there's a version of him and you that could work together.
So if he's a true twin flame, there is a part of the journey where there is a separation. So that is where we go apart and we heal alone, like we rise and we come back. But I think called a catalyst, which is to promote growth, and that what's coming in is more divine than him, if that makes sense.
Mm,
So the
yes.
energy is pure. So I require, when I look at him, this is going to get real personal. When I look at him, there's nobody else in the room. Do you understand? When I look in his eyes, we have the
I
same
do.
color eyes, like the same, like everything. We drive the same vehicle. We have the same tires. I have a modified vehicle, so his modifications are the same. The only difference is we have a big age gap, right? There's 8 years difference. But we went and did the same ballroom dancing when we were kids. We both did gymnastics. Like there's so many
No
similarities.
way.
Now I manifested what he did for a job. Now my dad worked in the trades, so I manifested him working in a trade that didn't ruin his body. So when he came home to me that we could actually live a life, right? So he does the exact job that I asked for. So when I say you need to figure out in the book, in the course, figure out what you want on the left or what you don't want and what you do want, it works because I even manifested his height, how, like what he looks like, because this is what I did. Any relationship you've ever been in, you liked something about them to be in that relationship, right? That's what you're going to put in the column for your next person. And whatever you didn't want or you don't like, whatever you don't like about that girl, you're going to ask for the opposite. There's obviously things in that relationship that were triggering for you, but
Hmm.
you are a chaser, so you looked past it. Well, you're not going to do that anymore because you're going to heal, and that's not going to be good enough for you. So you can, yes, go back to her, but in a year from now, you're going to say, I wasted time. I didn't leave or heal and create the space for the new person to come in.
I see.
And now is the year of creation. So you want to create a life with somebody with a good foundation. You find them in the year of the one, right? So you don't have to find somebody. You could take a year or two to yourself, right? So
Yeah, well, I think that's what I have to focus on anyways.
Yeah, but by you going inward and focusing on you, outward is going to be a masterpiece that people are going to navigate or like what's it called? Be attracted to,
Gravitate. Yeah.
gravitate towards, right? So like if you become the fire or the flame, you're gonna you're gonna attract the bugs and the beauty, right? You're gonna attract all the energy. But what you're doing right now is you're gonna discern and learn what's for you and what's not for you. So you might have somebody that comes to you that looks just like your ex, that is your physical embodiment, but that person is ugly on the inside. You're going to do the three strikes you're out and you're going to move past the energy and you're going to tell the universe you don't prefer that. You prefer someone with character or integrity or beauty on the inside and out. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. It's a video game. It's literally called playing the energy game. You get to pick what you want. So you need to stop telling the universe that this girl that doesn't choose you is good enough for you. She's not good enough for you. Do you understand?
I will definitely say that in my meditation tonight.
Don't focus on the negative though. Focus on the positive part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so as in I want that and not, oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, but you can say something like, I am worthy of someone who creates their own positive presence and worth. Like they have worth when they come to the table. They're not going to chase, and
Mm,
I'm not going to chase. We're going to be parallel and we're going to grow together separately. So, like, if you're putting your self worth into somebody else, then you're pushing your energy outward. You need to push your energy inward to heal yourself. You know that put the mask on or the life jacket on first. You have to do that. That person has to do that. Then you come together as a couple, right? They
like a
don't teach
sacred
any of this in
union.
school. Like they don't teach this, right? But do you see why we're
No,
going
we
to
get
blow
it.
up? You find your reason. Like what are you going to do through this journey? Are you going to help men? Like you're going to find your purpose and then you're going to help people elevate. That's the whole reason why you're here,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, I'm definitely figuring that out. I think all of this will become more clear, like you said, as I do more of the inner work.
Yeah.
And I know this. It's an unknowing inside of me. Like I'm not trying to rush anything. I know all you guys, like you have your businesses and whatnot, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna find myself, and
Yeah, but you just got to figure out your why. You got to start keep doing your healing and you got to figure out what you want to do. Do you want to be a coach? You know? Like do you want to,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Thank
will
you very
yeah, I will
much.
book a call with you maybe next week. We'll figure a time.